live here
Today,
5 King number 8 of the
from
2021
Mercedes-Benz
season.
Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia,
It is between the
this
Carolina
is
Panthers
NFL
going up
21.
against the Atlanta Falcons. We are in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm going to let this go and see what I can do.
We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers. First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from Atlanta. On the return, it's Farrell Cooper. And able to get this out to the 25. Now leading out the Panthers offense, a new man in charge for 2020, a member of the Saints the last couple of years. It's Teddy Bridgewater.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees, but he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts. And he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand new head coach, a brand new organization in Carolina.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 22 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in the play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third down, Bridgewater. He's taken down for a sack. Back in the 47-yard line. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and it can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. Fifth in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it, even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next receivers have spread the defense out and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he goes out right around the 39. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
There's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. That hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Play action. Ryan. It's Grant. This is Todd Gurley. And on the inside the 35, now the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening run.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, I really drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. Ryan able to get this to Gurley, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And the intercepted. That's off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. The Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Moving the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw is Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And a reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. We'll have highlights and analysis of the first half. And our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football to score this game. That drops in quickly, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Bridgewater again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey there to make the grab as his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up with a receiver.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way to get it done.
Trying to shake up the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We're closing in on halftime. That's Julio's first catch of the game. That's got to be a surprise for not just us, but even the defense has done a heck of a job taking him away from the Falcons.
First down now with that clock rolling. This pass in the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Clock running, the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, Ryan. And stop the screen to Gurley. Past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got the first down here inside the 40. He'll be taken down at the 26. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ryan on 1st down. It's the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They've done an excellent job blanketing Julio Jones here in the first half. That's just his 2nd catch. So as they head into halftime, the Falcons have to ask this question of themselves. How to get the ball to number 11.
Time of factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. Ryan will throw again. Touchdown Falcons. It's a gauge as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to say. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
It's up and good. We're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they take it about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively and offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Right, I'll bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley. And he's going to be stepped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Now they go straight and it's complete. And he will take him down the ball before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, the 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And he's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Gurley. Inside the 20 before he's brought in. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in, and it's hard to defend.
That's a screen pass. That's good play. Yeah, he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. Well short, well left to boot. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
In a game like this, when you know points are hard to come by, that was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do it, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. forced to maneuver at the 40. Christian McCaffrey, the second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. And the tackle will be made right there at the 25-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now this one is running back out of the backfield. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Ryan. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. It looks like right at the 4. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still plays to go, though. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and burn some clock now in the Panther. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Pressure ball, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now it's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 53-yard punt. Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Matt Ryan of the Falcon offense set to get going again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell Joker now. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. pressure there as it's intercepted. They have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football has been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. They'll likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Second and 11 now. Football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Down to the knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Is it the Panthers are winners 14-7 with the Falcons? And I'll be back tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, Monday, for another live stream. So, please like and subscribe. And see you Monday. Have a great day, great night. Enjoy week 10 of NFL tomorrow.